Hello, greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And sa lahat ng ating mga ka-spacers na nakatutok ngayon worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Prof Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another online telescope viewing. And this time po mga ka-spacers, my telescope is pointing at the first quarter moon. Today is June 7, 2022. And I took this image of our moon kanina po, mga 9:30 po ng gabi of June 7, 2022. So join me mga ka-spacers in the next 20 minutes as we observe the first quarter moon through the lenses of my telescope. And ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko sa taas po ng aking camera for our lunar imaging tonight. So this is a Vixen Custom 80mm refracting telescope equipped with a 15mm Plossil eyepiece. And napakalinaw po ng image na binibigay ng telescope na ito. Pero medyo hazy po kasi nandyan pa rin yung ulap, and for the past several days umuulan po, hindi maganda po ang panahon. Talagang hudyat na nandyan na po yung habagat season, yung rain season dito sa Pilipinas. But nonetheless po, nakachamba po tayo ngayong gabi of June 7, 2022, and we were able to observe the first quarter moon tonight. And sana po magpatuloy po yung clear skies kasi meron pong event ang Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas this weekend. Mamaya po promote ko po. So ito po yung ating first quarter moon tonight. And ang first quarter moon mga ka-spacers is the moon phase that is halfway between new moon and full moon. And as viewed from anywhere on Earth mga ka-spacers, a first quarter moon appears at its highest in the sky at sunset. So mga 6 o'clock po kanina na halos na overhead po yung buwan kanina po, mga 6 o'clock ng gabi, overhead po yung ating first quarter moon. It sets around the middle of the night. Mamaya po magsaset yung mga alas 12 po ng madaling araw of June 8. Alright, pero di ba ho, bakit tinawag kaya na first quarter moon? No? Pero marami nagsasabi na half moon, no? Half moon daw. Pero astronomically, ang tamang term po dyan ay first quarter moon. Bakit hindi natin tinatawag na half moon? So instead, we usually call it first quarter. Now we call it first quarter because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the Earth since the new moon. Yun po yung dahilan. No, we don't call it half moon, but we call it first quarter because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the Earth since the new moon. Ayan po. So sana natutunan nyo po itong dahilan kung bakit first quarter po yung tawag natin at hindi half moon. And right now mga ka-spacers, we are now magnifying the image of the first quarter moon. Ayan po, no? So talagang isang damakmak na craters ang makikita nyo dun sa Terminator. The Terminator is that imaginary line separating the lighted part of the moon from the unlit part. Ayan po. And nakikita nyo po, ayan po, ginigitna ko po yung, yung Montes Apenninus. Yan, mamaya po babalikan po natin yan. Yung mga bright areas of the moon are lunar highlands and impact craters. And yung mga dark patches na nakikita nyo are lunar plains. Ang tawag po dyan ay Maria or Mare because early sailors thought na yung mga dark patches na yan were bodies of water. And ayan po, ginigitna ko po yung Sea of Tranquility or Mare Tranquillitatis kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Ayan po, I'm moving the telescope. Ayan po yan sa yan, yung Sea of Tranquility po or Mare Tranquillitatis. Yan, kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Ayan, fascinating indeed. And nasa taas po niya, nakikita niyo yung long mountain range na yan. That is the Montes Apenninus mountain range. The Montes Apenninus mountain range is a long mountain range named after the Apennine Mountains. Alright. Alright po. So if you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, mga ka-spacers, just comment down below. Okay. And talagang isang damakmak na craters talaga yung makikita ninyo. Napakaganda po ng first quarter mo na obserbahan. Kasi dito natin talaga makikita yung dami ng craters sa lunar surface. These craters on the moon are caused by asteroids and meteorites colliding with the lunar surface. And kung mapapansin po ninyo sa ating telescope, no, the moon's surface is covered with these thousands of craters. Alright. Okay, so ayan po, I am moving the telescope again papunta sa Montes Apenninus. Nakikita niyo po yung mountain range na yan on the northern part of the moon's near side. And that mountain range was named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. Alright, so that's our magnified image of the first quarter moon. Today is June 7, 2022. So sana po nagustuhan niyo po yung ating magnified image of the moon. And napakalinaw po ng image na binibigay ng telescope na ito. Nasa taas po, that is a Vixen Custom 80mm refracting telescope. Alright, so again, ito po yung first quarter moon, which is the moon phase that is halfway between new moon and full moon. Alright, so 50% illuminated na po yung buwan. And as viewed from anywhere on Earth, a first quarter moon appears at its highest in the sky at sunset. So nung paglubog ng araw po kanina, the first quarter moon is directly overhead po. Alright. And it will set around middle of the night. So ngayon po, ang buwan natin ay magsaset ng mga alas 12 po, mga 12 of June 8, madaling araw. Alright. And marami po nagsasabi pag nagte-telescope sila, sinasabi nila na half moon po yan. No, bakit kaya natin hindi tinatawag na half moon and we call it first quarter moon instead? No, we don't call it half moon. Instead, we usually call it first quarter. So we call it first quarter, mga ka-spacers, because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the earth since the new moon. Yun po yung dahilan kung bakit we don't call it half moon. No, that's not the correct astronomical term. Instead, ang ginagamit po natin ay first quarter. And again, mga ka-spacers, ikalat po ninyo ito. We call it first quarter because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the earth since the new moon. Yun po yung dahilan na bakit hindi natin siya tinatawag na half moon. Instead, we call it first quarter. Ayan po. So, sana nakaano po kayo, nakakuha ko ng magandang knowledge, karagdagang kaalaman about astronomy. Alright po, so pakiusap ko lang po mga ka-spacers, no? Pakikalat po itong ating online telescope viewing. Please like and share this online telescope viewing so that we could reach more people, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante out there, so that they would be inspired to be engaged in the sciences. Alright, lalong-lalo na po itong darating na bagong administrasyon. They will be pushing science and technology sa ating educational system. So magandang balita po yan. So ito po yung aking little way of inspiring the youth no? Para maging engaged po sila sa siyensya. So pakikalat po itong ating online telescope viewing para ma-inspire po yung ating mga kabataan. Alright, and please follow our Facebook page, the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. Please follow our Facebook page, the Sky Watchers Society of Las Piñas. And please like and follow my Facebook page, the Science Guy Kaspacers channel. And also please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Science Guy Prof Jun Cajigal. Okay, please subscribe and hit that notification bell para ma-updated kayo sa aking mga future videos. Alright po mga ka-spacers, and kung na-miss po ninyo yung magnified image ng ating first quarter moon, uulitin po natin yan para makita nyo po ulit, masilayan po ninyo yung ganda ng ating first quarter moon. And again po mga ka-spacers, no, pakiusap lang po, like and share, ikalat po natin itong online telescope viewing. Okay po, para ma-inspire po, makaabot sa maraming tao, lalong-lalo na po ang mga estudyante. Alright po, so again, we are pointing the telescope at the first quarter moon. No, nasa ano na tayo, the moon phase is halfway na tayo between new moon and full moon. Alright, so ito na po, this is the magnified image of our first quarter moon. Ayan po. And I am pointing the telescope. I am moving the telescope. Ito po at the Montes Apeninos mountain range. And sa mga susunod na araw, mas makikita po natin yung haba talaga ng Montes Apeninos. So that is a rugged mountain range on the northern part of the moon's near side, named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. Ayan, so nakikita niyo po yung mga bright areas na yan. Those bright areas are lunar highlands and impact craters. And yung mga dark patches na nakikita niyo, those are lunar plains. Ang tawag po dyan ay Mare or Maria. Okay, again, kasi yung mga sinaunang mga astronomers, yung mga early astronomers, early sailors, they thought na yung mga itim-itim na yan are bodies of water. O kaya binigay yung pangalan na Maria or Mare. Maria actually is the Latin word for seas. And ito po yung telescope natin. I am moving the telescope at Mare Tranquillitatis, kung saan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Alright, and by the way po, this coming June 16, itong buwan na to is the anniversary of the Apollo 11 lunar landing. Ayan po. Alright, so ayan na, nakikita niyo isang damakmak na craters ang ating buwan. At magandang obserbahan po ang first quarter moon sa telescope dahil talagang dito natin makikita yung dami ng craters ng buwan sa first quarter. Alright, hanggang ano yan, mga gibbous phase. Pero pag full moon kasi hindi po maganda yung pagtingin ng mga craters kasi masyadong maliwanag yung buwan. Alright, these craters on the moon are caused by asteroids and meteorites colliding with the lunar surface. And as you could see po sa ating telescope, the moon's surface is covered with thousands of these craters, no, mga ka-spacers. So if you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, kung kayo po ay nahihiwagaan at namamangha sa nakikita nyo po ngayon, just comment down below. Ayan, comment down below po. Alright, and kung kayo ay nahiwagaan dun sa aking kwento about kung bakit hindi natin tinatawag na half moon ang buwan ngayon, we don't call it half moon but we call it first quarter, mag-comment po kayo sa ating comment section. Alright, so ayan po yung ating magnified image of the first quarter moon. Ayan po, so sana nagustuhan niyo po yan. Alright, so again, we don't call it half moon, instead we call it first quarter. We call it first quarter because the moon, tandaan niyo po mga ka-spacers, the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the earth since the new moon. Okay, so we don't use the term half moon, instead we call it first quarter. Ayan po. So sana yun po ay naging karagdagan kaalaman ngayong gabi about our moon tonight. Okay po mga ka-spacers, so marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtutok at panonood sa ating online telescope viewing ngayong gabi. At salamat po ulit. Pakikalat lang po ang ating video ngayon para marami po tayong maabot na tao, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante. And sana po magkaroon tayo ng clear skies itong weekend because yung Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas ay magkukonduct po ng public telescope viewing at Vista Mall Global South near Dear Joe's. Ayan po, so kung nandun po kayo sa vicinity ng Vista Mall Global South sa may C5 extension Las Piñas, near Dear Joe's, yan, ito yung parang restaurant po. Doon sa open field niya near the parking area, join us sa ating public telescope viewing. Ayan po, at sana po clear yung skies, no? Kasi lately talagang masamang panahon, malakas yung ulan. Pero I'm hoping, no, na itong weekend na ito, we will be having clear skies. Ayan po. Alright, so kung nandun kayo sa vicinity na yan during the weekend, just visit us, no, sa Dear Joe's at Vista Mall Global South. Okay po mga ka-spacers. And again, please like and follow us sa aming Facebook page, The Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. Shout out nga pala po sa outgoing officers and crew of BSYA kasi gagraduate na sila in a few weeks. Nakakalungkot lang. And shout out sa incoming officers ko ng BSYA. Looking forward to be working with them. And shout out po sa mga volunteers ko sa Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas. Yan sila Miss Angelica Gregorio, si Rafael Zarna. Ayan po, kalimutan ko na yung kanyang surname. Si Andre Caparos. And ako'y natutuwa kasi nandun po kami sa Robinson's Place Las Piñas last weekend. And Dudes Perea joined us. It's nice to see him. Alright, so sana Dudes sumama ka pa sa akin in our gigs sa mga telescope viewings. Talagang ibang klase si Dudes talaga. He's a science educator and science communicator. Alright. And si Iyos, no? Shoutout din sa kanya. And si Mickey Ko. Yan. So sumali po siya sa amin dun sa Robinson. So marami pong salamat. Dinala niya yung kanyang Celestron 100 AZ na telescope na regalo po sa kanya, no? Nung graduate siya ng senior high school. Napaka-supportive ng parents. So saludo ako sa mga magulang ni Miss Nikki po. Ayan. Alright. So hanggang dito na lang po tayo mga ka-spacers. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtutok sa ating online telescope viewing. So this is your ka-spacer and Space Commander Professor Jun Cajigal saying live long and prosper. And always remember mga ka-spacers to always keep your space. Alright, stay safe mga ka-spacers. Hindi pa tapos ang pandemya. Wear your face mask and maghugas po kayo ng alcohol sa kamay. Alright, bye-bye po. Thank you po sa panunod ninyo. Bye-bye. Like and share. Bye-bye.